7.3. Limiting and excess reagents. Consider the Haber process, the process of making ammonia from its elements. In order to make ammonia, we need H2 and N2. And they combine in the ratio 1 N2 to 3 H2. So if we have a container of all the starting materials, we can see that 1 N2 needs to react with 3 H2s. And this ends up producing ammonium in the following amounts. But look at what's left over. Look what we had too much of in the beginning and didn't react afterwards. So we ended up with 2 extra N2 molecules that were excess. They did not react. So what we required and what limited the amount of reaction was called the limiting reagent. And H2 gas is the limiting reagent, and it's completely consumed in the reaction. Whereas N2 gas is the excess reagent, and some is left over after the completion of the reaction. Let's take a look at an example where lithium nitride reacts with water to form ammonia and lithium hydroxide according to the following balanced equation. If 4.18 grams, 4.87 grams of lithium nitride react with 5.80 grams of water, let's find the limiting reactant. In order to find the limiting reactant, we need to see how many moles of NH3 will be formed with 4.87 grams of lithium nitride, and then how many moles of NH3 will be produced with 5.80 grams of H2O. Let's start with lithium nitride. The number of moles of lithium nitride is equal to the mass of lithium nitride divided by the molar mass of lithium nitride. So that's 4.87 grams divided by a molar mass. Lithium nitride has a molar mass of 34.7 grams per mole. If we punch this in, we end up with 0.140 moles of lithium nitride. Now let's use the mole ratio. 1 to 1. Since it's 1 to 1, this will produce 0.140 moles of lithium, or rather of ammonium. So if you have a 1 to 1 ratio, then 0.140 moles will produce 0.140 moles of NH3. Let's do the same with water and see how much ammonium we can produce. So let's find the moles of water by finding the mass of water divided by the molar mass of water. That's 5.80 grams divided by 18.0 grams per mole. If we punch this into our calculator, we get 0.322 moles of water. Now, let's use the mole ratio. H2O to NH3. If we look at the balanced equation, that's 3 to 1. So 3 H2O to 1 NH3. we can find the amount of moles of NH3 that will be produced with this amount. 0.332 divided by number of moles of NH3. We're going to cross multiply the coefficients by the amounts. We get 3 NH3 is equal to 1 times 0.332. To solve, we're going to divide both sides by 3, and the number of moles of ammonium that can be produced with the same amount, or this amount, of water is 0.110 moles of NH3. So, which of these values is bigger? We have 0.14 moles of nitrogen, of NH3, and 0.01 moles. Since H2O produces less moles, then H2O is the limiting reagent, and Li lithium 3 nitride must be the excess reagent. So, more excess reagent less limiting reagent. Please try textbook practice problems. Don't forget to read this section. As well, you can try these extra stoichiometry practice problems, including limiting reactions, and any LMS videos that are assigned.